not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball. So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Hit in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in now, Frank Downing. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch.
Downing.
Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. With a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go, my goodness. I think he's got a shot at 50 this year if he can stay consistent.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. 4 hits in 11 tries in the series so far. And that misses inside 1-0. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just. Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play. And so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 5. He went deep last night twice. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Downing gloves it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Good break to that one, and he's in command. 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Downing. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, William Blank, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Weekly hit towards first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's George Springer for the series. He's 3 for 12.
Leading off for the Reds.
Here's the first pitch to him.
George Springer.
And there's a base hit on the line.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
The left fielder.
Striding into the box, Trey Mancini, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Springer on at first, nobody out. Uh-oh, he missed it. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there.
The third baseman.
So striding forward now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Hit in the air to center field. Duggar's there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly, and the two-out threat will not come to pass. Here's Buster Posey now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's a pop-up now, but this will land untouched. Again, he sends it out of play. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Fouled away. And that swung on and missed, and Posey goes down for the first out. So one gone here in the San Francisco third, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Duggar. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up and knocked right there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 Giants.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Tyler Beede. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down. Make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
To second for 1, and now, this ball's going to wind up out of play, and a big mistake there.
The batter, number 2.
Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Oh, and the throw is over his head.
Now batting, number 19.
So striding in, number 19. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than...
Oh, and he misses it. And the run will score as the Giants stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead.
Next to the Giants.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Patrick Corbin. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The pitcher.
First delivery to him on the way.
Corbin.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Duggar patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Frank Downing. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now a drive out to left center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will get in. There with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Frank Downing has just come. Elected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll dive back in. And there's ball 1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding in, Christian Yelich, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Belt has it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red digging in to try it again. Number 5 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and 1 strike. And that misses 1-1.
1-0.
Softly hit to short. Downing gonna have to hurry. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Digging in, Nomar Mazara. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Behind 0-2 now. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Blake Trehan is off the bench now as he'll take over at second following the injury.
Now playing second base. Number 51.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this is popped up near second base. Downing takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 7.
In now, Steven Duggar. A base hit in his first trip. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yelich is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave a couple. They lead it 1-0. Now batting, George Springer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Now here's the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Number 5 is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Ground ball left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Now batting, number 27.
In now for the Reds, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. The second for 1 on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
Now batter.
Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He singled his last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Headed after it is Mazzara. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're on the short end of a 1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyler Beede. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And that's in there for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, number 2. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 the count. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between
a swing and a high drive to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases.
Now batting, number 19.
Digging in once again, number 19. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. 1-0 the count. A bouncer up the middle. Downing scoops it up. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat, and while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Popped him up. Blank over to his right. He's got it 1 away. So here's the Reds pitcher, Patrick Corbin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Mazzara back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
The shortstop.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Frank Downing. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play. And stepping up to the plate, number 5. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Nomar Mazzara, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On the ground to the left side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Now in the box, William Blake. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Slow little roller to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Reds, the second baseman, number 51.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield, scores it. Then he knows it.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Stepping in now, George Springer. Squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Pitch on the way. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan. Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 offering. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Mazzara is there, makes the catch. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 7.
First offering on its way.
Duggar.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Number 49 will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 49.
Line towards center field. Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this. Number 64 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Renato Nunez is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Line drive to center field, and the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Frank Downing. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Blake Trahan. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. To third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Robert Stevenson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55. Robert.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Stevenson is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty B, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Now batting. Number 19.
Now to the plate, number 19. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now another 0-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2, good changeup with some depth.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Comes set with the 0-1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So a crucial moment here, and standing in number 5. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
The count now at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Giants ready for another chance. Christian Yelich. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Christian.
Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Standing in, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Looking up, Duggar. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
Now batting.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He was a ground. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Mazzara is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of Settle.
Leading off to San Francisco.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. scorched to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Into the box now, William Blank. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
One out, nobody on. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. For home, backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The catcher, number 28.
Set and the pitch. Popped him up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Cincinnati Reds earn the win, although in sloppy fashion with 4 errors in the field. Patrick Corbin earns his first win of the season. Tyler Beede pitched well, allowing only 2 earned.